Greetings everyone, it's Raze. Today I'll be showing you how to use Schematica. If you don't already have it installed, you can click the annotation on screen to go to my other video explaining how to do that. Schematica is a mod that uses a 2-point system to mark out what you wish to make a schematic of. It then allows you to load that schematic into the game as a sort of guide for building it, or to quicken up the process of building something for a second time. Let's say we want to make a schematic of this small market stall here. The first thing you would need to know is what key to press to begin. For this, go into your controls and scroll to the bottom. Here is the Schematica section. The only three you will really need bound are these ones: Load Schematic, Save Schematic, and Manipulate Schematic. I'm going to keep them bound as they are, but you can change them to whatever you wish. Now, if we go back into the game, what we are currently trying to do requires us to use the Save Schematic function, so click the corresponding key. You will see this pop up. Whilst it may seem confusing, it really isn't. First, click the red point. If you don't see anything appear, click this button over here to show it. Now, you're going to want to place that on the floor at the front and side of the structure. I normally choose bottom, front, left. You can click escape to get out of this menu at any time to walk around and check the position. This looks good. So for the next point, it needs to go at the opposing end. In this case, at the back top right. So click blue point and move it to the necessary location. Now, once this is done, you will see this green guide box has appeared, joining the points together. Anything located in the center of this box will be saved in the schematic. This, once again, looks correct, so let's name it and click Save. And that is all done. One important point to remember, however, is don't do anything until it says Save Successful in the chat. If it hasn't said that, it is still saving. The next thing to do is load the schematic in. This can be done by clicking the Load Schematic key you bound earlier and choosing the schematic you just saved. Once you have found it, click Done and you should see this appear in front of you. Now it is here, but clearly not in the right place. To change this, you need to press the Manipulate Schematic key you bound. This here is what you use to change the position of the schematic. You will want to use these arrows to move it around, getting it in place. You can also rotate the schematic if it is not facing the correct direction. So, now it is in place. This will be your guide for building. It shows you what blocks you need to place, specified in the top corner, and is color coded dependent on what actions need to be taken with specific blocks. If the block is blue, it means it is empty and needs something placed there. If it is red, it means there is already a block there, but it is the wrong one, and if it is purple, it means there is a block there, but it is meant to be air. Every so often you may see an orange block. This means you have the correct block, just in the wrong configuration, such as a hay bale placed the wrong way. If the correct block is there, the colour mask will go away, simply showing the correct texture of the block. A faster way of building things using Schematica is the printer. However, I will warn you, this is very glitchy on multiplayer servers, maybe even making your building slower than if you were to place each block manually, and could possibly trigger any anti-cheat systems the server has in place. Use it at your own risk. In creative, however, it is incredibly efficient. When you put it on, it will take items from your hotbar and automatically place them. You can also set it so it only shows one layer of the build at a time, which is more useful for larger builds. To save time, I shall build this here using the printer mode, and you can see how it works. And there we go, it is done. A fairly simple process. Now all you have to do is go into the Manipulate menu and click Hide, and you can see the final product. One final way Schematica can be used is if someone sends you a schematic so you can both build the same thing simultaneously. To load this up, all you have to do is go into the Load Schematic menu, click Open Schematic Folder and drag the files into here. I will use this schematic for instance. Now, when you go back into the menu, you will see the schematic is there. You can then highlight it, click Done, and it will operate before your eyes. If the person is giving you the coordinates to help build it, you can go into the Manipulate menu and enter them in here. And that is all. Any questions, feel free to ask me. Thank you for watching and have a good day.